Hello my friends, today I will record first video of series. The series called is Motivation Behind, and the first video is connected to change the way you think. You know, the way you think is actually the reason of people, things, situations in your life. If you change the way you think, you will get different people, different situations, and different relationships with people. And also you have results based on the way you think. So you will have different results in all spheres of your life too. And I want to show you some key points. Rethink, like basically if you rethink these key points, you will get a lot more of your life. And you will be happy in your life. That is so simple and so hard to do, right? So the first one is follow the most exciting and interesting intent that your mind give you. Every time you have something that is interesting or exciting, you should follow, you should provide the time and efforts to understand it, to play with it, to get the experience your mind requires to function. Because brain works the most during playing. It is a key factor of learning and growth. Basically, children are not capable of living without playing, and the playing is the only thing that gets them into the adults. If children, like for example people with autism, they are not playing, they are not interacting with the world, they have a big trouble to get the adult to the adult state. So basically, if you like in your adult state stop playing, you stop committing to your let's call it personal growth. So you stop committing to your personal growth. So you basically live without growing. So playing is not about playing video games. Playing is about live experiences with different approaches, trying different things in the same situation, mimicking the people or situations you are interested in, like trying to live your life from different perspective, from different actors. This is a playing. This is a play, actually. And let's go to the consequences of this discarded playing state. When you choose skip the most exciting activity for the sake of safety or comfort or for other reasons, you put your brain into the sleep mode. So basically it's starting repeating the same actions again and again. And based on this, there is like two type intents you can get in from your brain. First called say opportunity intents, and the second is disturbance intents. So when you stop playing, you stop getting opportunity intents. You stop noticing possibilities in your life. So when you stop noticing possibilities in your life, you stop getting results in your life. like new results. You're still getting the old one results that you playing like the recorded tape, and again and again and again. But if you want to change something, you need the possibilities for this change. How to get these possibilities? You should start playing, should point more attention on the interesting and exciting intents of your brain. This is worst part for the people who actually still playing a little. The part for people who are not playing at all. When you start playing, you still get these disturbance events, disturbance intents from your brain, like things that you don't like, things that you don't understand, things that frighten you, put you in discomfort, because these things are crucial to survival. These things are crucial to survival, so you still will get this intents, but the balance is broken. You have a lot of bad things in your life, but have no good things in your life, because you intentionally put your brain into sleep and stop getting new exciting things in your life. That's all. This is depression. Where depression it comes from, because people stop doing things that they actually like, and the things that you actually like is the most exciting and most interesting things in current situation, current relationships, current project on your work, current family, current country. Let's go to the second one. To be ready and to be wanting is a two different states of mind. You should get clear understanding where you're going to having one or another state of your mind. So basically, when you're ready to change, for example, I am ready to change my work. When I'm ready to change my work, I start looking for new opportunities. I start accepting new opportunities. I start talking with people about new opportunities and get insights from other people. I start looking into the sites, boards of work, boards of jobs. I start doing something, and basically readiness is a state that make you move your ass and get the change into your life. You can be ready in the small things too. It's very connected to the gym and powerlifting experience for me. For example, I put a new higher load, and if I'm ready, like I'm ready for this load, my body also became ready for this load, and I can push harder and get more from exercise. If I'm not sure, if I just waiting, I can get this state and I can give everything I have right now to the exercise, so I get worse result from it. It's clear, and it's connected to the failure points. If you're ready to do something, the basic issue that can happen, the only one, you can fail in the end. But if you're not ready, you will fail in the beginning of the action. You can't get to the point where you will provide full extent of your possibilities and power to get things done, because you will doing these things with a less amount of available resources, because you are not ready and you think you can fail. And the second action, like second state of mind, is to want, like I want $1 million, for example. But I'm doing nothing to get this $1 million. I actually want it. It's a sublimation of lack. I want it. I maybe need it. But it's not makes any change in my life. And actually, it makes me wait for a change. So I didn't create a change. I'm waiting for a change. So wanting is actually literally means waiting for a change. Some people want from others. They want from their family members, from their partners, from their lovers. They want from the government. They want from the world or universe. I don't know. They just want. They do nothing to get it. So there is crucial difference between two. You are ready for changes, and that creates everything to get into the another state you actually targeted, like targeted state. Or you want, and it creates nothing except lack of resources. Now you understand that you're lacking something in your life. You feel uncomfortable and you make no changes. So this uncomfortable state will continue and grow. So let's go to the third one. Critical difference. The third point is the most connected to this actual thinking. Because when you understand the difference between measurement and evaluation processes, you can understand why such amount of wrong decisions were made in your life, and where are the flaws, and how to, get the right decision, or at least understand that your decision can be incorrect at some point because it was not measurement but evaluation. So let's go. I start explaining measurement, and in comparison you can understand what the evaluation is, what the difference is, and then you can think a little about your decision-making process and get intent what can be different. So measurement, let's get an example. I want to measure length of the table, and I can do it with different tools, and I always get the same result, the same amount of units that I choose for measurement. So basically, measurement is repeatable and based on unchangeable units. And measurement has precision parameter. So when you measure, you know the precision to which extent you are correct in your measurement. When you're evaluating things, for example, grades in school, it's evaluation of your knowledge, it's not measurement. Price of the painting is not measurement, it's evaluation. So the art is the thing that we evaluating, we not measure it. But the actual price, like amount of dollars, can be measured. But it's not connected to the value of the art. It's just a price disconnected from the value. So evaluation is not repeatable and based on personal knowledge and expertise of the actor, of the person who evaluates things. When you get this, idea that evaluation is not connected to the real world. It's connected to the state of mind and expertise of the person who evaluates things. You can understand all lacks, all flaws that we have right now in our society, just because so many things are connected to evaluation but not to measurement, and so many things presented as a actual truth, but they are not, because it's evaluation. The good example is global warming. There is measurement behind the global warming, but there is a lot of evaluation behind it. So we actually can measure how many degrees we have on our planet. But it is not very easy to measure. There is a lot of issues with the tools that we use to measure that. It's not very precise measurement, but there is an evaluation of a lot of scientists believes actually in global warming, and then evaluates results of these measurements as key points that they provide and told us that there is a global warming. It's a little bit difference between it, There is some measurements and there is opinion of scientists based on their expertise and current state of science that there is a global warming. But maybe after 5 years past, maybe 10 years, and we will have another data that shows that there is no global warming, and all scientists will reevaluate their opinion on this topic. If you put a little attention on the history of science, you will understand that a lot of postulates like theories and axioms were reevaluated, and now we actually think that they was wrong, but they can be evaluated one more again when we get more data on them, and then they appear to be true. Wow. So evaluation is a thing that based on some knowledge, some factors that can be changed, and the evaluation result will be wrong. Another example. Let's say we have a situation in which one person kills another person, and we evaluate this action. It was wrong, 100%. Killing is a bad thing. But then we get another portion of data. One person was a policeman and another person was a robber. And when we reevaluate it again, it was good thing actually. Policeman killed the robber because, robber want to kill a woman, for example. And then we get another portion of information. The policeman was corrupt, and the actual robber was not a robber. And this was like in the movies, another and another and another. As many information you get on the situation, the better your evaluation is. But evaluation is never 100% correct. You should understand it. And the third example. For example, let's say people punish their children for misbehaving. Even 20, 30, 40 years ago, it was right thing to do. But now it's a wrong thing to do. What changes? The situations are the same. The moral rules changed during this time. and evaluation is based on moral rules. So basically, the process of evaluation is the same, but the result is different right now because the actual expertise and experience of the actor changed. Now you can understand that evaluation is not measurement, and evaluation is working only for particular one exact place in time and space. So basically when you starting crossing the road, you can evaluate, okay, you see a red light, but there is no cars and you can go. But later, for example, there is a cars on the road, you can't go, you should re-evaluate the same situation. The same in life. If you evaluate, for example, your relationships as loving ones, and then later on you get some information that is not, that put questions on these evaluations, you should evaluate it again. If you, for example, evaluate one politics as a true, honest person, and at some point you get the information that questioning this, you should evaluate this person again. If you based your life on previous evaluations from your past, you will start to get more and more bad results because more and more your evaluation will go wrong. The more time passed, the worse results you will get in your life. So basically, if you live your life based on beliefs from your teenager or maybe early 20s, it will be a very hard life because there is a time to reevaluate, rethink everything. You have a lot of knowledge right now. You have a lot of experience right now. It's totally different right now. And then again. So evaluation is not real. You can get some insights from results of evaluation, but if in the core of this thing, evaluation, it is only the way to control uncontrollable things right now. You should not remember this as a truth and try to apply these rules again, and again. The same in your life and the same in the politics. If you see that people change their mind, change their decision, maybe they reevaluate something, and it's actually a good thing, not bad thing. It means that they thinking, continue playing their life, checking different scenarios, and they will get better results. And the other side of the coin, you should not expect people evaluate the same situation in the same way because they changed. People getting more experience and they think differently each time. And they will change over time. People always changing. Relationship changing. I don't know. Rules changing. Governments changing. Everything changing in your life because everything, like most of the things based on evaluations, and evaluations always changing, as you know right now. And let's go to the point. Evaluation not a bad thing. It has its limits. You should understand limits of evaluation. And this tool is very useful, but you should not apply it everywhere. if you have a hammer, so every screw is a nail. No, it's a wrong approach. So the other part of evaluation scenario that we taken from school, that we should evaluate everything around us. When the most evaluation you do, the better your results in life. No, because evaluation takes mental power. When you evaluating things and do nothing with the results of evaluation, it's basically like you will go to the shop and take nothing and go to home, and then again and again. Why are you going to the shop? Do you want to buy something, or you just walking? The same is connected to evaluation. You should evaluate only things that connected to your current situation that you want to get idea of. If, for example, there is something, the situation you're living in, and you don't want to change the situation, you should not evaluate it. It gives you nothing. It gives you less than nothing, because you will remember the result of the evaluation, and maybe you will remind it later as a truth, but it will be false already, because evaluation was made before. Everything changed after that, and you still have this result in your mind. So the less you evaluate, the better you live. Evaluation is only tool. You should use it only when you required to use it, only in current situation, and only to make a decision for here, right now. When you get something, some intent, some information that question your evaluation, you should reevaluate it. It's a good way to do, to live your life, because you will have better decision. Better decision will give you better results, and better results will give you better life. At least you will have better expectations that grounded on understanding of limits of evaluations. Oh, it's half a hour. I don't know if you will watch it actually to this such an extent, but it's very crucial to have in mind these three things in your life. When you will live your life connected to these three things, like follow the most interesting and exciting intent that your mind have now, to be ready to change, not waiting for changes, and understanding the limits of evaluations, that this is not the truth. Evaluations is not the truth. Evaluations is tool that can give you opportunity to make a good decision in your life, but only here and now. Later on, evaluations provide you false result, like false expectancies. If you use evaluations not here and now, but during your life, you basically mislead yourself. And there is no difference how many people evaluate. For example, we give not only one scientist, but 100 scientists believe in global warming. They still can be wrong. The number is not getting correct results. Like, the bigger the number, the result is not correlates with correct results. And for that reason, the only thing that can provide better evaluation is more information, more intense. The evaluation results is not connected like is not created better results when you're thinking more, or you have more people who actually, processing the information. The only way to get better evaluations is to get better information on the topic. So thank you. I think it made my day. So have a better thinking, have a better decision, have a better results, and have a better life. Live your life with love to yourself and to your people. Bye.